2005. A small Caribbean island called Little St. James, widely known as Epstein Island. This 72-acre island was the definition of luxury. Powerful figures from around the world, from Donald Trump to billionaires like Elon Musk, were rumored to visit freely. But behind this glamorous facade, a terrifying truth was hidden. Under the cover of parties and holidays, horrific crimes allegedly took place on this island, involving young girls. Dark and disturbing acts were rumored, things so extreme they shock the conscience. After watching this story, you may feel deeply disturbed and begin to question, who really controls the world? Humans? Powerful elites? Or something darker? If you are sensitive to such topics, you may want to skip this video. The beginning of exposure. March 2005. At a time when victims stayed silent out of fear of powerful individuals, one brave teenager broke that silence. A girl named Courtney Wild reported Jeffrey Epstein to Florida police. As investigators, including the Federal Bureau of Investigation, dug deeper, they uncovered shocking evidence. Lists of powerful individuals, compromising photos, private flight records to Epstein's island. These later became infamous as the Epstein Files. The investigation revealed that Epstein had abused not just one or two victims, but many minors, trafficking them to wealthy elites. Who was Jeffrey Epstein? At first glance, Epstein's rise sounds like a fairy tale. He started as a math teacher, then entered Wall Street, gaining the trust of wealthy clients. Managing their fortunes, he earned massive commissions and built connections with powerful elites. Soon, he owned luxurious properties across New York, Florida, Paris, and New Mexico. But his true empire was that private island in the Caribbean, the Island of Secrets. Epstein used his private jet, nicknamed the Lolita Express, to transport guests. Behind lavish parties, influential figures were allegedly involved in exploiting young girls. Among those linked to Epstein socially or through travel records, Bill Clinton flew multiple times, Donald Trump, associated in the 1990s, Prince Andrew, Bill Gates. During searches, authorities found a large collection of CDs and photographs, raising suspicions that Epstein may have recorded powerful individuals for potential blackmail. The controversial 2008 deal. In 2008, a shocking plea deal was made. A prosecutor secretly reached an agreement with Epstein's lawyers without informing the victims. Instead of life imprisonment, Epstein received only 18 months in jail, special privileges, leaving jail for work, released after 13 months. This deal allowed many powerful associates to remain hidden. The case reopens. Inspired by survivors like Courtney Wild, more victims came forward. In 2018, investigative journalism exposed the secret deal. In July 2019, Epstein was arrested again by the FBI. This time, bail was denied, and fear spread among powerful circles. If Epstein spoke in court, many names could be exposed. The mysterious death. Before trial could begin, on August 10, 2019, Epstein was found dead in his New York jail cell. Official ruling, suicide, but suspicious details raised questions. Security cameras malfunctioned, guards were asleep. He was removed from suicide watch. Many believe he was silenced to protect powerful individuals. Unanswered questions. Searches of the island revealed strange discoveries: a mysterious blue and white dome-like structure, possible underground tunnels and bunkers, numerous surveillance cameras across the island. Were these for security or something more sinister? The ongoing mystery. Epstein may be dead, but his shadow remains. New revelations continue to shake powerful circles. Only a fraction of the documents, reportedly millions of pages, have been made public, which raises a terrifying question. What is still hidden?
But the story doesn't end with his death, because when Jeffrey Epstein died, many believed the truth died with him. But instead, it only made the mystery deeper. After 2019, investigators and journalists continued digging through what became known as the Epstein documents. Thousands of pages filled with names, connections, and unanswered questions. One name that repeatedly surfaced was Ghislaine Maxwell, Epstein's closest associate. For years, she was accused of recruiting young girls and helping Epstein build his network. In 2021, Maxwell was finally put on trial, and in 2022, she was convicted. But even after her conviction, many people asked, was she the only one held accountable? Or was she just a small piece of a much larger puzzle? Because the deeper people looked into Epstein's world, the more complicated it became. This wasn't just about one man, it was about power, influence, and silence. Many high-profile individuals had connections, social, financial, or political. But having a connection doesn't always mean involvement in crimes. And that's where the line between fact and speculation becomes dangerously blurred. Meanwhile, survivors continued to fight for justice. Voices that were once silenced began to grow louder. They demanded answers. They demanded accountability. And most importantly, they demanded that the truth be fully revealed. Even today, questions remain. Why were so many documents sealed for years? Why did it take so long for action to be taken? And who else might still be hidden behind those files? Governments, journalists, and independent investigators are still working to uncover the truth, but the full picture is still incomplete. What makes this story truly disturbing is not just the crimes, but the possibility that power can protect itself, that justice can be delayed, and that victims can be ignored until someone dares to speak. So now, the question is no longer just, what did Epstein do? The real question is, who knew and stayed silent? Because sometimes, the most dangerous secrets are not the ones we don't know. They are the ones that people choose to ignore. If you want a deeper breakdown of the hidden connections, court documents, and timeline of events, comment below Part 2. And the next video will uncover even more shocking details.